Nigeria is struggling, no doubt, and the business environment is feeling the heat. The year started off with silent layoffs, especially in the tech ecosystem, and the recent first subsidy removal has led to significant increase in the cost of everything. Both employers and employees are struggling so desperately to come to terms with the current pump price. Cost of transportation has more than doubled, especially for workers who commute daily to work. And inflation rate is off the roof at 22%. While we are aware that the future of work is hybrid and or fully remote work arrangement, but the unstable electricity supply makes this arrangement almost impossible. You want to work from home, but you're not guaranteed electricity. You want to commute to work, but the cost of transportation will literally leave a huge hole in your pocket. But as challenging as the times we live in, some organizations are beginning to come up with some measures to help their staff cushion the effect of the first subsidy removal. I read from a publication recently that GTB is set to increase. No, I take that again. I read from a reliable publication that GTB is set to double the salaries of its junior staff starting from July, and that Fidelity Bank and Access Bank are looking at commissioning and reintroducing the shuttle bus arrangement to commute workers to work. All of these are commendable. But what other means or what other measures can organizations begin to adopt to help cushion the effect of the first subsidy removal on their staff? And what measures can organizations put in place or adopt to help them adapt to the new business environment? I do not like to be the bearer of bad news, but the realities of the times that we live in is that some organizations will be forced to lay off staff as a cost-cutting strategy to help them adapt. So employees begin to brace up for tougher times ahead. But for organizations, even after all the rounds of layoff, some measures that you can put in place to help the staff that adjust or to help them cushion the effect of the first subsidy removal would be to look into augmenting transportation costs. Yes, we all know that transportation cost consumes about 30% of a junior staff salary, and that as an organization, depending on your size, you might not be able to purchase a shuttle bus to commute workers to work daily. And so subsidizing their transportation costs either by getting them transportation voucher or better still entering into a partnership arrangement with some ride hailing service providers. I do not mean the popular ones. I mean the ones that uses the shuttle buses. Yes, this might even be a preferable option because as an organization, you'll be able to negotiate better based on volume and repeated business that you will be providing for the service provider. Another thing that will help organization adapt will be to look into a model called talent sharing. Yes, talent sharing. And hear me out. So if you operate in a business environment with lots of businesses, you might want to consider sharing your talent. Yes, non-core talent like administrative support staff. And in case you're wondering if this model itself is not absurd, this model was adopted by McDonald's during COVID, yes, during the lockdown. And talent sharing is a collaborative effort where companies agree to share their talents based on the current business realities of where they find themselves. And the concept itself is not particularly new. It was adopted or introduced in 2016 by an Australian company called Benchon. And Benchon has gone ahead to support 1,000 organizations across 15 industries since inception. And so you might want to consider doing extensive research about the concept of talent sharing before jumping at it.